Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to DESI TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Trump and Zelensky clash in war of words. Trump administrations declare war on drug cartel, deploy spy drones over Mexico. Hamas hand over bodies of youngest Israeli hostages. Leonard Peltier released after 49 years in prison. Memorial ceremony held in Tel Aviv for returned hostages. Hamas hand over bodies of 4 hostages as Netanyahu vows to eliminate the group. IRS to lay off 6,000 employees amid tax filing season. Trump's envoys meet Zelensky in Kyiv amid strained U.S. Ukraine ties. Animated push for recognitions after Inside Out 2's Best Pictures snub. These are headlines. Lead to news detail. A heated exchange has erupted between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump sharply criticized Zelensky, blaming him for leading Ukraine into devastations and calling him a dictator and a comedian. The U.S. President accused Zelensky of indefinitely postponing elections due to the ongoing Russian invasion and claimed they deceived the U.S. into pouring billions into an unwinnable war. Zelensky has not directly responded to Trump remarks, but Ukrainian officials dismissed the occasions as misleading and harmful. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin escalated tensions by mocking Zelensky's reactions to recent U.S. Russia talk in Saudi Arabia, calling it hysterical. The latest verbal attack comes as the geopolitical stakes remain high, with Ukraine still battling Russian forces and relying on Western aid. The fallout from these statements could have significant implications for U.S.-Ukraine relations moving forward. The Trump administration has officially designated 8 drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, including 6 based in Mexico. Among them are the notorious MS-13, Tren de Aragua, the Sinaloa cartel, Jalisco cartel, Gulf cartel, Zetas cartel, Unidos, and La Nueva Familia Michoacana. In a significant escalation, the Pentagon has confirmed the deployment of MQ-9 repair spy drones over Mexican airspace to track cartel movement. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum acknowledged the presence of U.S. drones, stating that she had granted approval for their operation. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump has vowed the total elimination of drug cartels, signaling a more aggressive U.S. stand against organized crime. The move raises questions about future U.S.-Mexico cooperation in counter-narcotics effort and the potential for further military involvement. Hamas has handed over the bodies of Fer and Ariel Bibas, the youngest Israeli hostages, to the Red Cross. The 2 infants were among those taken captive during Hamas attack on Israel on October 7, 2023, and became powerful symbols of the suffering inflicted that day. The return of their remains come amid ongoing effort to secure the release of remaining hostages and negotiate a ceasefire. Israeli officials have condemned Hamas for the children's death, while international organizations continue to call for humanitarian protection for all captives in conflict zone.
You came to this country for a brighter future for you and your loved ones. You've made it this far. Now it's time to become a citizen. With Citizenship, you gain the right to vote, access to federal jobs, the ability to keep your family closer, and the freedom to travel with a U.S. passport. These are just a few of the benefits waiting for you when you become eligible. We're here to help you through the process with free resources and personalized guidance. Together, we can make it easier. Get started at becomeacitizentoday.com.
Native American activist Leonard Peltier has been released from a Florida prison after serving 49 years for the killing of 2 FBI agents. Peltier, who has long maintained his innocence, was granted clemency earlier this year by former President Joe Biden. Peltier's case has been a focal point for human rights activists and Native American advocates who had argued for decades that his trial was unjust. His release marked the end of a decades-long legal battle, and it's expected to reignite discussions on historical injustices faced by indigenous communities in the United States. A memorial ceremony is taking place at Hostages Square in Tel Aviv, Israel, following the return of the bodies of 4 hostages from Gaza. Among them were the 2 youngest captives taken during Hamas October 7, 2023 attack. The ceremony has drawn families of hostages, government officials, and citizens mourning the tragic loss. The return of the bodies has intensified call for the release of remaining captives and renewed demand for stronger actions to bring all hostages home. Hamas has handed over the bodies of 4 Israeli hostages, including infant Bibas and his 4 years older brother Ariel, the youngest captives taken during the group October 7, 2023 attack. The return of their remains has sparked renewed grief in Israel and intensified call for action against Hamas. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reaffirmed his commitment to dismantling Hamas, vowing to eliminate the group. The development comes as tension remain high in the ongoing conflict, with diplomatic effort continue to secure the release of remaining hostages. A senior executive at the U.S. Internal Revenue Service (IRS) has informed staff that approximately 6,000 employees will be laid off, according to a person familiar with the matter. The cuts amount to roughly 6% of the agency workforce and come at the critical time during the ongoing tax filing season. The move raises concern about potential disruptions to taxpayer services and processing times, while the reason for the layoff remain unclear. Officials are expected to provide further details on how the agency plans to manage the impact on operation. A special envoy sent by U.S. President Donald Trump has met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv as tension between the two nations remain at an all-time high. However, there was no immediate indications that the talk had helped mend the growing wartime rifts between the former close allies. The meeting comes after Trump's recent criticism of Zelensky, blaming him for Ukraine's dire situations and questioning continued U.S. support, with Ukraine heavily reliant on Western aid in its fight against Russia. The outcome of these discussions could have significant implications for the future of U.S.-Ukraine relations. Despite becoming the highest grossing animated film of 2024 and all of time, Inside Out 2 was left out of the Best Picture category at the Oscars. The omission has reignited debate over the Academy treatment of animation, with industry professionals calling for greater recognition of their work. For-year animated films have been largely confined at the Best Animated Feature category, rarely breaking into the broader Best Picture race. Now, animators and advocates are pushing to shatter this glass ceiling, arguing that animation is not just a genre but a form of filmmaking worthy of equal consideration. So thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. DESI TV USA, DTV NN, and our OTT platform DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.